Oh, there I am. Hello. Okay. I'm just going over here. Oh, a bit. Whoop. No. Yes. No. Let's try that again. There I am. Just making this live. Here we are. There we go. Whew. Right. I have to find Faye. I've been having a busy day today. Went to see my witch tree. Very special tree. I made an essence. Witch tree essence. Let me see. Faye. Where are you, Faye? It's grey here. Wet. Bit windy. All of that. Typical November weather. Who to us? They can give food. So I can remember when I started doing this, I thought I'd never finish. And here we are at the end. Don't despair. You can watch all the reruns on YouTube. Yay! I'm going to start with a bit of the witch rune essence I made. So there's this amazing tree in Lustropskog, which is a forest about half an hour's drive from where I live. And it's got this, well, there's two of them actually. It's got these two beeches and they're all like gnarled and twisted. And the one I really love has got a leaf here from it. These massive leaves. This is from the summer. And nuts. They're like just huge. And I went to see her today. Promised to go back. And had a little meditating journey with her today. And it's just pure magic, this tree. It's just like wise woman crone energy. Oh my God, it's just amazing. Wow, that's really something. Oh my God. And it's quite a difficult energy. You can sort of imagine like if it was a person, she'd be a right difficult old crone, you know. But she knows stuff. But she's amazing, even though she's a difficult old crone. She reminds me a bit of myself, actually. I might seem nice. But, oh, wow, I'm going to be working with this a lot. So, Faye. We're working with Faye today. Okay. So, in a moment, I'm going to call the runes in. And then we're going to do a little journey with Faye. So some of you might be thinking, how is this last? Faye comes first in the Futhog. Aha. Yes, but no. Because I'm working with the Uthog. And in the Uthog, Faye comes at the end. And that's because we're looking at the runes as the energies of creation and kind of like the creation story. I won't tell you too much about Faye because it's great for us to journey with it and to connect with the energy first before I start filling your brain full of left-brained rationalism stuff. But Faye, it meant cattle to the Old Norse, and that was their form of money. So we can see it's like it's what we create and put out and get money for. It's like value of things. So let's call the runes in. I'm singing the Elder Futhark. I'm going to sing it 3 times. Imagine it's creating a wheel around you, or a wall of power. Just close your eyes. If you know them, sing along with me. If you don't know them, want to learn, go to my YouTube playlist, YouTube/Rachel Goodwin. You can learn them there. These are the Scandinavian names that I'm singing. Just sit in the circle of the runes. Feel yourself being brought into as much harmony and balance as your energy can take right now, which is what the runes do with us. Grounded, connected to above and below. I've just noticed there's my rucksack there from my morning trip to the forest. Haven't unpacked it yet. So here we have Fae. So this is spelled F-E, F-E-H. I'm going to do a journey or a meditation. If you don't have a rune set, just draw it on a piece of paper or write it on your hand. Or you can also just visualize breathing this rune in and out, or you can sound it. You can chant it. Fae, 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 or speak it if you don't like to sing. You can also just sit, and if you have it physically, hold it into your hands. That's what I do. I just sit and hold it. I open my energy up to the rune and I see what comes to me. Now, if you're doing this for the first time, simply just see how you feel about the energy. Just see what comes to you. It's like you're meeting a person for the first time. In fact, you are, in a way, meeting a person for the first time, because each of these runes have their own consciousness and are beings of vast power. I'm going to journey on the rune from our perspective, from the perspective of our evolutionary and ascension journey at the moment and what it means in relation to that. I'm going to play some drums for us. In about 5 minutes. Let me just find them here. Oh. I'll just wait for my phone to switch back on. This might be the last one, but I'm not disappearing entirely because I still do lives on Sarah's Healing Circle. I'll be doing that on the first Sunday of December. Plus, I'm doing, me and Louise are doing a live channeling with Ascended Master Sarah, who you can see in the pictures behind me. And Louise will be asking the questions. I'll be channeling or getting information from Sarah. What else is happening? In January, I'm going to do healing, Sarah and the Angels Healing Ancestral Workshop. It's kind of half healing, half connecting to like the original purity of our ancestors with a capital A. And it's like each of us have a connection back to our ancestral line, It goes right to the beginning, and at the beginning there's this immense purity of energy that also holds like our job description, if you like, for the family. So I'm doing that in January. You can find events on Ascended Master Sarah page. Don't think they're anywhere else at the moment. And also I won't be entirely disappearing from here, because I'm going to be doing a new moon reading for the energy every month from now on. So the next one is about middle of December, but I'll check before I finish today. So that's it. I've got the drumming up now. Let's go into that. Okay, so back to Faye. Sit and tune into your rune in whatever way is working for you. I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, to make sure you're back fully conscious, even though these are little short journeys and meditations, sometimes people can go quite deep. So just make sure you're grounded and fully conscious once again. And meanwhile, I'm going to read you out Jörn's take on what Fae is about. There are general meanings of these runes, but also there's quite a lot of different general readings depending on people have sort of made different systems. And what you need to do is create your feeling of the rune, get to know your opinion of it, just like we all have opinion about people. It's the same with runes. We all have a different perspective. And then read other people's books because they tend to make a bit more sense then. So, okay. In Swedish, the pronunciation reads, I think it's full, could be fate. It's an A with the 2 dots over it. I don't know. It's not the same as Danish. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, that means domesticated animals, livestock. Fae stands for wealth and material things, welfare, success, good luck in hunting and contentment. This is a rune that has much to do with realization of our desires in ordinary reality, but it has, of course, also a spiritual and emotional charge. Its dark aspect is an exaggerated fixation to material assets or the want of material assets. Okay, so when I've worked with Fae, I found actually it has for me very much a meaning about, so like we're all here to do something, and it's really connected to that energy of like what we do with our gifts and our talents that gets given to the world. And normally what we do is that's how we receive money. But if there was no money, like I used to watch Star Trek when I was a young kid, and I loved the fact they had no money. Everybody just like shared their gift, and everyone shared stuff with each other. And because it was like amazing technology and everything, there was enough food and water and all this. That was Star Trek in the 1980s, I think that was. It's a bit of a darker program now. But anyway, I really love this sort of utopian vision. And it kind of gives us an idea or a concept of what life could be like in utopia, where money doesn't need to exist. Everybody's kind of doing what's in them and sharing what they want to share. And for me, Fae has something of that energy, because it's quite interesting. If you look at As, that's this one, which comes right near the beginning of the rune cycle. As is about taking in the divine spirit, the divine breath. And to me, there's an element, you can see they're quite similar. So like here, the breath is coming down, and here to me, the breath is going back up. It's like I see a cycle between Fae and As. God, it's hard to do. I would do it back to front. So it's like taking in the breath, taking in the divine spirit, bringing it into your body, finding out what your body and all of you wants to do with that energy, and then breathing it out as Fae into stuff that you've made. And whether that's stuff you've made physically, stuff you've made emotionally, stuff you've made mentally. If you think about all the things we do in our jobs, it is stuff we've made. And how happy or not we are with that kind of depends on whether it was what we wanted to make or what we've had to do to make money. But Fae kind of holds for me that energy of like what it can be without the money system, because this is an original energy. it's not tainted by all the problems we have in our money system. It just holds this energy of that for me. And yeah, of course you can use that to turn that into wealth and all the rest of it, but it doesn't so much, it's more this cycle of like, I take in a breath, I let a breath out, and there's always being enough, and I've always just this constant like creation and letting go, and creation and letting go. And it's almost like this is what we're giving back to the divine, saying that what I made, this is my gift back to the world. So receiving the gift of life and giving back the gift of like what you've created with it. So let me just see if there's anything else for me to talk about today. I'll just have a look. We all get something different. If you want to write yours into the comment, I love to hear what people get when they do this. I know a lot of you are watching them on YouTube in the times ahead, but let me just see. Faye. Yeah, and of course, you know, it's useful to speak about. We've started with the rune which is just trying to look, see if I can see it in front of me. It's sort of shaped like a U upside down with a bit of a slant to it. Where are you hiding? There it is. This is so this is the first letter in the Uthag, and this stands for like Aurochs or Audhumbla, which is like the primordial cow in the Old Norse. She was like what it all started with, and she nurtured the giants with her milk and licked things and with her big tongue, and but she's sort of like the original wild primordial energy. And we sort of go from that, this primordial cow, to a domesticated cow. And that's another way to look at like the cycle of creation. But it also kind of fits a bit with what I was saying about taking like that breath in, vas, and then breathing out, Faye. So I hope you've enjoyed these. I was just thinking about how when I was like doing the journey, I was thinking about Faye, you know, it's a lovely energy. If you want to attract more abundance to yourself and ways that abundance can be created through you, Faye, it's a good thing to draw, meditate with, carry, chant. It's also a lovely thing to enchant and activate your runes. And I was thinking maybe I should do like a little workshop where I can show you different ways of doing that. It's just doing this work, it's just so magical, it's so fun, it's just absolutely delicious working with these things. So keep an eye out for that, because I'll post it to the Ascension Runes page and also my Rachel Goodwin profile, and I'll probably do it on my Thinkific school, because I have a Thinkific school. I think that's it. Let me give you the date. So I'm going to be doing these new moon readings on the new moon, not on the dark moon. I want to just have that little sliver of light, and also don't want it to be a weekend. And I'm going to be doing it on the 16th of December at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, because I know more of you are around, because we're quite a few hours ahead of the States. I know that makes it easier. So that's it for today. Thank you for taking this journey with me. I will be around coming up with more things to interest you. And remember, I do rune readings as well, Ascension Rune readings. Have a look at my page. I've got some stuff on the services there. Also my website, rachelgoodwin.co.uk. because I'm in Denmark. Have a look on there at my Seidr page, SEIDR. That lists some of the sessions that I do. Bye for now, everyone. Lots of love.